Alright, Mopar people, welcome back to the channel. I'm JustMoparJoe, and I want to do something kind of special today. I was actually making a video and I came across a guy on Facebook. His name's Sean, and Sean's got an interesting story. And I said, man, let me put you in a viewer spotlight. So instead of tacking that on to the end of another video, I'm just going to make a quick one about it. The story's pretty awesome. I hope it'll help you through the new year and kind of inspire some people out there. So, and one other thing before I get started on that, I finally got some new shirts up. One for sure, it's just kind of the Project Blue Meanie tribute shirt. It's on Teespring. Let me throw a link up for it real quick. And the link will be in the description also. I've had so many people ask me about the truck and the paint color. What is that paint code? So I literally put the code on the shirt. So y'all check it out. Shirts are only $19.99. I'm not trying to make a bunch of money on shirts or anything, but I thought it'd be cool to get those out to y'all and let you see them. So check that out. So Sean's story began in the summer of 1990. He was 10 years old, flipping through TV and came across a beautiful orange car with a flag on the roof and number 01 on the door. He was in love at 10, and once he figured out what that car was, he knew he would someday own one. He grew up loving the Dukes and the Dodge Charger, so that was his childhood dream. So we're going to fast forward to 1999, and he's 19 years old. Sean was searching diligently for his dream car with no luck, but one day on his way to work he grabbed a local paper and saw an ad for a Dodge Charger for sale local. The problem, he said, was that it was a 73 model and not a 68 through 70. So he was in awe when he went to see the numbers matching 318, 904, 8 1/4 bench seat, column shift, 2-door hardtop. Sean got a bank loan at 19 for the Charger and was in love. He drove the car daily for 2 years, but was forced to sell his car for $1,000. Throughout the years, Sean had owned 4x4s, Mustangs, but nothing was near the same as his Charger. 12 years go by, and Sean's driving through a neighborhood to pick up his daughter at a friend's house, when out the corner of his eye was his old 1973 Dodge Charger. He explained to his wife that was his first car, and immediately they stopped and asked if the car was for sale. The owner allowed him to make payments on the car to acquire ownership. Sean said it was his wife's brilliance that they were able to fit the payments into their already tight budget. After bringing the car home, Sean was handed the original title with his name still on it. At the time, Sean couldn't fix the car because of his family and his budget, so the car was forced to sit. He started to join some Mopar groups on Facebook and forums to see what he could squeeze in for cheap. And on November 21st of 2014, Sean suffered a 20-foot fall at work. After that, he spent 10 days in the ICU, 4 months in a hospital bed, and a wheelchair at his house. As a result of the fall, Sean shattered his femur, pelvis, fractured his wrist, elbow, tailbone, and herniated 5 discs in his lower back. His dream was put on hold yet again. It was at this time Sean had to continue providing for himself and his family. He was moved to workman's comp, and they sent just enough money to barely pay bills and keep his family fed. People started noticing his accident on social media and saw him trying to do little things from his wheelchair, like rebuild a carburetor, and even with the help of his wife, got the gas tank dropped and cleaned. He was determined to not just sit in bed or the wheelchair and feel sorry for himself. A lot of amazing people stepped up from the forums and would donate old parts that he could restore to use or sell in order to get the parts he really needed. Sean even had help getting the complete dash and interior removed and brought into the living room so he could go through the wiring and dye the interior black thanks to the donation from SEM Products. He was donated some OE Chrysler cop car wheels from a Mopar man, which put a matching set of wheels on his car. At this point, the car needed painted. Sean found a guy while roaming through Facebook one day who offered to paint it for $800. Sean's mother stepped up big time and paid for the car's paint work to be completed. Once the car was picked up by the painter, he found body damage that ate up the original paint budget. Sean needed base and clear coat to complete it. He experienced what happened in this Facebook Mopar group called direct connected. One day he came home to a package on his front door. He opened it and found paint and a note saying, "You have been directly connected." Sean contacted his painter and said, "We got paint, but still needed clear coat." He acquired a 360 and sold some various parts to be able to afford the House of Color clear coat to go with the House of Color Pavo purple metallic paint. He finally got the car painted a year later and is on his second year recovery from workman's comp. Sean has been through 4 surgeries, learned to walk again, and came out of a depression. A local friend, Runnels Glass, tinted the windows for him. He's currently trying to build his first 360. The 318, he says, is on its last leg with 4 collapsed lifters and a 20-year-old rebuild. This story shows you, with determination, commitment, faith, and help, anything can be done and dreams can come true. Sean never thought in a million years when he first sold his car that he would ever see it again. He wants to remind everyone out there, never give up. It has taken him years just to get it here with a lot of struggle, almost no money, and tons of roadblocks. Thank y'all for watching. This is Mopar Joe.